Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIII. Thank you, Vanilla, for the view. I appreciate it. But anyway, last time we got through that temple and the frozen lake. And now we're here. We've taken control of Saz. Lightning and snow have deserted us. Kind of a bitch move, honestly.
But at least it's not the end of the line.
Day 11, so the same day that Snow proposed.
You look dreamy, Farron.
Huh.
Wishing on fireworks, were ya? And you call yourself a soldier?
I think this guy was shown in the menu somewhere.
Sorry, Lieutenant. But I really don't think guard duty is my calling, sir.
Well, lucky for you, your shift just ended. Back it up and go home.
But, sir,
Psychon found something in the vestige nearby. They don't want the Guardian Corps here stepping on their toes. I'm sure you heard about the accident at the Ure Gorge Energy Plant. Now that's the Psychon lads in a tizzy.
yeah. More incident than accident. Something pulse-related.
You're taking tomorrow off?
Sir, for my birthday, sir. My sister, she insisted on it.
21, huh? Maybe it's a good time to send off that letter of recommendation for officer training.
Lieutenant,
You're past due for promotion, Farron. Think of your sister and your future. And, keep your nose out of trouble.
all of Psychon business, you mean?
Yeah. Nothing good will come of it. Nothing but grief. Whoa, look up! Whoa.
Lightning seemed different there.
Right you were, Lieutenant. Just you?
For now, I guess. Should we wait?
They'll catch up, eventually.
And now we're these two. Hope has access to the Synergist role. Synergists play a supporting role in combat, using their abilities to enhance and strengthen themselves and their allies. As a Synergist, Hope can learn abilities to improve the party's defensive capabilities. Currently, Hope can use the Protect spell, which raises the target's resistance to physical damage. As he develops in the role of Synergist, Hope will also be able to learn Shell, which boosts magic resistance. With both of these spells at his disposal, Hope will be able to help the party endure a wide variety of attacks. When he has gained adequate CP, open the main menu with triangle and select Crystarium to teach him Shell via Christogenesis. You do have a lot of crystal points. A lot of shit all of a sudden. Alright, now we're in chapter 4. The only way is up. Lightning and the others are now cursed Lassie if they don't complete the focus given to them by the Fal'Cie. They are destined to become mindless Seath. But how can they complete a focus that they don't understand? Their shared vision of the great beast Ragnarok laying waste to their world is their only clue. That and the fact that Pulse Lassie are held to be the mortal enemies of Cocoon. Could their focus really be to orchestrate the destruction of their own home? Snow doesn't think so. He believes their task is to fulfill Sarah's parting wish by keeping Cocoon safe. After all, wasn't she a Lassie, just like them? His shaky logic only serves to infuriate Lightning, who holds him responsible for his sister's fate. The confrontation is short by the arrival of their Sanctum pursuers. Yeah, I read all this stuff last time, but I cut the system off before I was able to save. Just I got in a rush to turn the system off, and I didn't save before I did it, so I had to. So I kind of lost where I read this stuff in the game, if that makes sense. There is no doubt in Snow's mind. They may be Pulse Lassie, but there is no way they can be enemies of Cocoon. Sarah's last words before she turned to Crystal are proof enough for him that their focus is to defeat Ragnarok and protect their world. Snow stays behind to defend his trapped fiancée after Lightning and the others decide to continue onward. Brought to his knees by wave after wave of PSICOM soldiers during a protracted battle, the desperate young man is suddenly overcome by a strange phenomenon. The two sisters of Shiva, Styria and Nyx, appeared before him in a blinding flash of light. They easily dispatch the remaining troops and then turn on Snow. He manages to defeat the icy Eidolons, but is soon captured by an unfamiliar Sanctum unit. A striking woman accompanies the soldiers, a woman with a Lassie brand. Meanwhile, try as they might, Lightning's group cannot shake their determined pursuers. Crippled by enemy fire, their airship plummets towards the ground. Nothing but grief. Their airship damaged during the escape from the army, the Lassie are focused to make a crash landing in the Val Peaks. Accustomed to the rigors of conflict, Lightning immediately sets off to outdistance any pursuit, trailed by Hope. Exhausted and on the brink of despair, Silas cannot bring himself to follow. He knows the army will never stop chasing them, and even if they do somehow evade capture, they face transformation into Seath. How can they complete a focus they don't understand? Despite the futility of the situation, Silas cannot leave Vanille to fend for herself, and her forces is reluctant legs to carry him onward. And he forces his reluctant legs to carry him onward. Far ahead of the others, Lightning recalls a conversation with her old superior, Lieutenant Emidar, in which she had warned her not to get involved with anything connected to the lower world. She, of course, subsequently chose not to heed his warning, and after confronting the Pulse Fal'Cie, found herself branded a Lassie. Now, anger smolders within her, anger at her transformation into a Lassie, anger at being forced to flee like a fugitive, and anger at herself for allowing it all to happen. A mysterious woman captures Snow on Lake Brescia. After his exhausting battle with PSICOM and the twin sisters, she bears the mark of a Lassie, but her brain appears scorched and twisted. As a servant of Pulse, she should be fleeing the Sanctum army, but she seems to be working with one of the military's units. Amadar is a lieutenant in the Bochum Security Regiment and was Lightning's direct superior. Climbing his way through the ranks with persistence and hard work, he is respected by his subordinates for his fair treatment on and off the field of battle. Nor his unregulated monster hunting falls under his jurisdiction, but aside from a few warnings for the sake of a formality, he generally turns a blind eye to the group's earnest efforts. Day 11 Warning. Assigned to security detail during the fireworks display in Bochum, Lightning was suddenly released from duty by her superior, Lieutenant Amadar. PSICOM had found something in the nearby vestige. Lightning immediately thought of the accident that took place at the energy plant 6 days earlier. Voicing her concern that the incidents may be pulse-related, Lightning's questions were deflected by the lieutenant, who advised her to avoid anything that involves the lower world. Day 5. Uride. There was an accident at the Uride Gorge energy plant located near the seaside community of Bodom. Details of the accident were not released to the public, but the lack of information sparked widespread conjecture among the populace. Rumors began to circulate about an act of sabotage by Pulse Lassie, sending a whisper of panic through a society that has lived in terror of lower world invasion for centuries. These mystical entities reveal themselves before only a select few Lassie. It is said that they are saviors, come to rescue hopeless Lassie who find themselves bound to a focus against their will. If this is true, they offer a brand of salvation few indeed would seek willingly. Without exception, Eidolons attack the Lassie who presences they grace. I think that might be a typo, I don't know, because that just reads really weirdly. Eidolons attack the Lassie who presences they grace. Who presences their grace, you mean? Anyway, there have been no Lassie in Cocoon for centuries, and as a result, no way of determining the truth behind tales of these beings. To the citizens of Cocoon, they remain the stuff of bedtime stories. Yeah, that was something I read the last episode. The vile peaks are built of debris, the cast-offs of material originally lifted up from Pulse by the foul sea and used in the construction of Cocoon and later additions of landmass. These towering piles of refuse now serve as layers for all manner of beasts, including lower world mechanical horrors that, intentionally or not, hitch a ride with what became the building blocks of Cocoon. The Sanctum military endeavors to clear out the dangerous inhabitants of the peaks, but some say they leave the job half done to discourage civilians from entering the lowlands. Phoenix. Cocoon's own light in the sky, Phoenix is a Sanctum Fal'Cie tasked with providing warmth and illumination. It floats at the center of Cocoon's inner atmosphere like a miniature sun, bathing and surrounding world in its radiant glow. Bathing and surrounding the world in its radiant glow. It is the Fal'Cie who are responsible for Cocoon's climate, regularly adjusting weather as they deem necessary. Just as Phoenix regulates daylight, other subordinate Fal'Cie maintain patterns of wind and precipitation. Slash and burn. Yes, I guess these will have different names, just two people and two jobs. Basically Knight and Black Mage, Knight and White Mage without the healing, Knight and White Mage but all they can do is heal, Knight and Mage and Black Mage, Black Mage And white mage without healing, black mage, and white mage without anything else but healing. Got it, good. We got some new shops to check out. Up in arms. Up strength by 15, low or decreases strength by 15, ups magic by 15. And that's just worse. Damn, these are expensive. They're expensive as shit. I think it's time to start selling some shit. Alright. What's up with this stuff? Is this stuff's only purpose is to sell? Or can I do other stuff with this stuff? Can I do other shit with this shit? Or is this shit's only purpose is to be sold? These are the questions. I really don't know if I can sell enough of this to be able to buy a second accessory. Maybe if I sold every bit of it. I will need another 2,400 to get this rune bracelet. I really don't know what's better between my HP being higher by 100 or that physical defense being up. But yeah, Lightning, she seemed different in that flashback of her talking to her old lieutenant. She didn't seem as emo.
And strapped about seeking for the pulse to repair cocoon.
Damn, Hope, what the fuck happened? 1 star. I somehow got... Don't ask me how, but I got 5 stars for that. Maybe that physical defense up really is doing something. Just a machine. I thought it was going to be a Seath at first. Got the preemptive strike off. How about that? I gotta change that. I gotta change that permanently.
Guess we have to go back.
Hmm. I wonder if these yellow circles on the map could be like teleporters, and I can get teleported there behind the blockades. Hmm. Hmm.
Can we get through this way, you think? You know where you're going, right?
I've been here on missions before.
Missions? Nothing to do with the purge, though.
The Purge is Psychom's baby. Our military is split into two arms. The Public Security and Intelligence Command, known as Psychom, and the Guardian Corps. I was Guardian Corps, Bone Security Regiment.
Wait, but I don't get it. If you're not SciComm, then why did you board the train?
For Sarah.
Day 13. Bodham Station.
Join the end of the line. Attention, Purge deportees. Follow instructions and stay in your lines. Personal belongings will be returned upon arrival. Not leave your lines.
Damn.
Safety. It's a GC. This sounds like a psycho version.
So direct me. Let me on. I want to be purged.
Only sins get purged. Satan stand soldiers are exempt.
Which doesn't really make sense, right?
Line up.
Excuse me. Hey, lady. What gives?
I volunteered.
Really? You don't look ready to go quiet tonight. Good night.
You want quiet? You gotta take the next train.
Well, now I really want to see what you're up to.
I had to rescue Sarah before they transported the message to Pulse and out of my reach. My only chance to save her was to join the Purge.
You're telling me you got on that train so you could save your sister? That's crazy. You can never do something like that.
It's not a question of can or can't. There are some things in life you just do.
Easy for someone like you to say. Lightning!
Hey! Wait up! Can't keep up with this girl.
Saz has gained access to the Synergist role. Synergists play a supportive role in combat, using their abilities to enhance and strengthen themselves and their allies. As a Synergist, Saz can learn abilities to improve the party's offensive capabilities. Currently, Saz can use the Faith spell, which raises the target's magic attribute, increasing the damage dealt by that target's spells. As he develops in the role of Synergist, Saz will also be able to learn Bravery, which boosts the target's strength. With both of these spells at his disposal, Saz will be able to vastly improve the party's effectiveness against a variety of opponents. When he has gained adequate CP, open the main menu with the triangle and select Christarium to teach him Bravery via Christogenesis. At times, you will encounter enemy groups engaged in battle with one another. With their attentions occupied, it becomes easier for you to initiate combat with a preemptive strike. Coming into contact with a member of either side will initiate a battle against both. However, the enemies may not even notice your presence at first, continuing to fight one another instead. When this occurs, it is most effective to concentrate all of your attacks against the side you expect to have the most trouble defeating. Once you have defeated the first group of enemies, Once you have defeated the first group of enemies with help from their foes, you can turn and fight the already weakened second faction. Pick your targets poorly, and you may be left waging a long and bitter battle against overwhelming odds.
You get tired?
I want to be purged. The Sanctum announces that the Pulse Fal'Cie and any civilians who may have come into contact with its influence are to be deported to the world below. Knowing that Sarah is being held by the offending creature, Lightning reasons that the only way to reach her sister before they are exiled is to board the train and be purged herself. After coming to this conclusion, she acts without hesitation. She knows the risk, but there are some things you just have to do. It doesn't really make sense, though. The logic that, hey, as long as you're part of our military, you don't have to get purged. But, like, even the military members were still in the town that had the Fal'Cie by it, so by the logic, they should be corrupted too. So letting them not get purged, that really kind of makes the whole thing meaningless in a sense, As Hope listens to Lightning's tale, he begins to realize how different they are. He knows he doesn't have the strength to change into a certain he knows he doesn't have the strength to charge into certain danger, even if he has no other choice. Unable to keep up with the battle-hardened soldier, Hope falls into despair. Meanwhile, Saz and Vanille fight their way along a different route. Like Lightning, Saz has joined the Purge voluntarily, but now he simply acts as fear and despair prompt him, his former resolve seemingly forgotten. "13 days, day 13, volunteering. After discovering that Sarah was being held captive by the Pulse Fal'Cie, Lightning volunteered herself to be purged. The Fal'Cie was to be transported away from the cocoon. Along with the purged deportees, Lightning needed to board the train and reach the lower world entity before Sarah was taken beyond her reach. Saz, too, and his reasons for approaching Lightning and joining her as she headed for the Pulse Fal'Cie. Saz, too, had his reasons for approaching Lightning and joining her as she headed for the Pulse Fal'Cie. The train carried them away, bound for the restricted zone known as the Hanging Edge. Yeah, I think I unlocked Saz's and Vanille's unlocked more abilities and whatnot in their Crystariums last episode, but all of that's been forgotten because I didn't save. I think, damn, they must have gotten some more CP as well. When I got CP playing as Lightning and Hope just then, they must have got CP too, because Lightning and Hope CPs were only at 500 before I started fighting, and when I unlocked their abilities and status boosts. And Solace's and Vanille's here, they should have been around the same because they were all equal to each other they should have been all equal to each other before I unlocked more for Lightning and Hope. So interesting. Even if your party members aren't present in the party doing stuff, they will still get CP. That's what it seems like. Damn it. Damn it. I don't think I can do that. Shit. I knew I was going to do that eventually, but now I've made 2 save files for this game by accident. Okay, so yeah, we went okay, as lightning. And Hope, we started right here and went our way up to there. And now with Saz and Vanilla, we're starting back here, or back here rather, and working our way up on the other side. We're gonna see what those yellow circles do, I guess, on the map. And here are some enemies fighting each other. So cool. Let's go. Not doing any damage to this thing. The problem is I can't do any physical damage to this thing. It's kind of like throwing me off here. Damn, I didn't get a single star. Oh well. I still think I got like, I think it said 59 crystal points or whatever. Yeah, 59 crystal points. That still seems pretty decent.
Never seen a rig like this before. Here we go. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! I knew that would happen.
Yeah, I think they could have, like I said before, thank God I have subtitles on. I think they could have definitely given some of these lines a few more takes. Because like that line from Saws, I knew that would happen. Like I would have not been able to understand that without subtitles. Can y'all fight each other? Well, before we get to all that, some of these combinations I might not ever use, but I'll have them ready. Alright, well, I'm gonna end this one here. So until next time.